Hey guys, what's up? It's Robbie here, and I'm joined by my twin bro, Ryan.
What's happening, fellow Battlefielders?
And we have a ton of new gameplay to show off.
Tons of new gameplay.
Tons. From Battlefield 1, we got to travel to GamesCom 2016.
That was in Germany, too. That was a long trip.
And record some exclusive gameplay for you guys. We're showing off the first look at Rush Mode.
Which has a lot of rushing in it.
Yes, squatting up together in bombers, biplanes, and horses.
Yes, you cannot live without the horses.
And yes, we go hands-on with none other than the Behemoth Train and Flame Trooper.
The Flame Trooper was awesome.
Yes.
He has a flamethrower, and yes, he demolishes people with flames.
You're going to see some flamethrower action, and then also some sniping action as well, because you do not want to neglect the sniper on the new map, Sinai Desert, which we're going to be taking a look at plenty of action on this map. But also a very special thanks to EA for flying us out to check out
we had a blast.
GamesCom and Battlefield 1.
Yeah, we flew out to Gamescom. It was a long flight, about like 12 to 15 hours, I think it was, to get there. And then we were at Gamescom. It was an unreal experience. There were thousands of people there, and it was a blast. And we even got to climb up this cathedral. Germany.
550 steps.
It was insane. It was insane. But guys, now on to Battlefield 1. And remember, the beta is coming up on August 31st. And then if you're an insider to Battlefield, you get to play it early. I think it's August 30th.
Yep.
So we'll all get to mount our horses, get our flamethrowers, and really dominate on the battlefield.
Yeah, and we're going to be talking about right now the new game mode, Rush. Of course, it's not exactly a brand new game mode.
But it involves rushing.
Yes, it does. It is very familiar to you Battlefield fans that played Bad Company. Of course, that's when it was introduced. And basically, if you don't know, Rush is a 24-player game mode where the attacking force must find and destroy the defending force's telegraph posts.
Yep.
Which can be used to call in artillery strikes. Now, the defenders can deny the attackers their mission by disarming explosives they plant on the telegraph position. So, should the telegraph post be destroyed, the defenders must fall back to the next sector and protect the telegraph post there. Tell me, Ryan, about your experience with Rush Mode.
Well, when I first put the explosive on the telegraph, it looked like a candle. It looked like I was lighting a candle. I was like,
it's dynamite, people.
That's a deceptive explosive there.
It
looks
World
very
War I.
innocent,
Yeah.
but it will kill and destroy that telegraph. So remember, when you see that, if you're the defender, remove those explosives because your job is to defend the telegraph positions and get in there and defend your position. But the one thing it's missing is airplane battles. I didn't notice the ability to spawn in airplanes. So if you love air combat, maybe Rush won't be for you, but I love the variety that it offers. Because if you get bored of Conquest, you can go to Rush. If you get bored of Rush, you can go to Conquest.
Yeah, so Conquest Mode does provide the air combat, of course, but what Rush Mode does provide is tank battles, horse battles. You still get all of that good stuff, but it's more of a linear fashioned game mode. But one thing that I did notice is that there are plenty of sniping positions on the right side of the map, especially you really want to dominate the right side of Sinai Desert, which is an incredible map, guys. You're going to be experiencing sandstorms and all sorts of craziness on this map. And one thing I noticed, Ryan, that was completely prevalent in Rush Mode compared to Conquest Mode was the use of the horrifying gas grenade.
Yes, using the gas grenade, don't breathe, hold your breath, or the better alternative is to put on a gas mask.
Yeah.
So put on that gas mask, and that will save you. You can't zoom in, though.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't use your sniper weapon, so remember that. And sniping in this map is prevalent in both Rush and Conquest Mode. This map is a really wide open map, so guys, expect to have your brains blown out a couple times on this map. The desert will turn red.
It is unforgiving. But, you know, as an attacker, one of the biggest things I noticed is playing the anti-tank role. It is so important to get in there with your rocket gun or dynamite, which, by the way, this is the first time you will be experiencing dynamite in Battlefield 1 since the alpha. But yeah, get in there, destroy the tanks and other vehicles. That is so important to dominating in rush mode.
And remember, tanks can heal themselves.
Oh, yeah.
So it's important to keep on hitting that tank over and over again, because what that tanker is going to do is he's going to attempt to heal himself. He does not have to get out of the tank.
Yep.
He can just press the heal button, and he's going to heal himself. So constantly hitting that tank is important, because if you hit it once and then you walk away, it's going to heal itself.
And
so
you're going to be
make sure
screwed.
you guys are pummeling the tanks and really hurting them. And by the way, if you get up close to a tank, you can actually hear it cough. You can hear them inside
They
coughing.
need some cough medicine, dang it. All right, and then also me and Ryan got to squad up on, guess what, guys? Horsies.
That was fun.
This was probably the
was a
highlight
blast.
of the entire experience, being able to play together on 2 separate horses. Now, you can't have 2 people on one horse, of course, but squatting up together on a horse means you can absolutely rule the battlefield. Now, I still recommend, though, to stay a distance from the enemy. I feel like it's kind of like a sniper role still in some ways, like medium distance shooting.
Yeah, at one point, Robbie actually jumped over me on his horse.
Yeah.
I was on my horse, and he jumped right over me, and that was pretty epic.
Yeah.
Like, we were doing major cowboy stunt moves out there, guys, totally neglecting the objective.
Yeah. Yeah,
was fun.
completely just goofing off, having a total blast with the horses. But also, if you do want to get serious and you don't want to neglect the objective or anyone on the field, you can use your ammo boxes and medic packs to support your team. So you can just throw those down as you're riding by, screaming yeehaw and shooting poor fools on the battlefield. And also, there's also the saber. And this is actually...
And we're not talking about a light saber.
I know, yeah. Don't get that
I know
confused.
we're over at Star Wars headquarters as well, but we're talking about a saber sword.
Yes, exactly. You have your saber sword, and it's only equipable in your right hand, which is really interesting. You've got to line it up, and you could really kill anyone that gets in your way with the saber. And by the way, you can dismount your horse and still use your horseman loadout, which is extremely powerful. You can take your rifle with you, your medic bags, and your ammunition as well. The rifle on this guy is insane at certain distances. It's basically a one-shot, one-kill.
Yeah, at one point I went around the corner. I knew where the enemy was, lined up, and boom, in one shot got him. And we have to talk about the flamethrower now.
Oh, yeah.
The flame trooper.
Definitely.
He is extremely powerful. He holds the flamethrower, and he's considered an elite class in the game.
There's 3 of them.
And yeah, there's 3 of them in the game. And the way you pick up the elite class is he's actually a pickup, first of all. You go to a box that has the flame trooper equipment in it.
Right.
You grab that out of the box, and then you become the flame trooper.
Yes,
and let me
the
tell
beast.
you, once you become the flame trooper, you are extremely powerful. But remember, the key with him is to not be out in the open. Make sure you're in an urban-like environment. There are certain urban areas in the desert map where you can go in there, go around corners, get the jump on people, and then flame throw the crap out of them.
Yeah, he's pretty much worthless in open areas. And it's funny you mentioned that because he basically... the equipment is spawned in an open area, in my opinion.
Yeah,
it's
so
like
I remember
Bravo,
that. Yep.
and then
So
you've got to make your way to Charlie, the town of Charlie, as it would call it, to make sure you take cover. But you absolutely have to have the support of a squad with you if you are going to survive as a flame trooper. Because I was sniped pretty much immediately one time I got him, but the second time I got him, I absolutely went on a 12 to 13 kill streak. It was amazing. And it was because I managed to get to Charlie and go through the more town area.
Yeah, and I got like I think a 30 to 32 kill.
Such a liar. You're
just kidding.
He's lying. All right, Ryan, tell us about the bombing runs. We actually got into one of the biplanes together and bombed the crap out of the enemy.
Yeah, so this is a very effective strategy in Conquest mode. You know, because remember, Rush mode, from what I've seen, does not have airplanes.
Right.
And in Conquest mode, you can really soften up the objectives, really be defensive if you want to, and aggressive with it, too, if you're attacking. And these bombs are very powerful. They have a really big blast radius, and you have to be kind of skilled to do it. You have to be familiar with flight controls, and Robbie did it. Did a very good job. And the cool thing is, if you're a bomber, you can have the gunner with you who's protecting your rear end.
Yes, because your rear end is extremely valuable. But also, I did get to play as the gunner in the bomber, And man, you could absolutely dominate ground targets, especially if you have a really, really good pilot that lets you aim and he's not moving around
Yeah,
too
he's got to be really steady to pull that off.
And I was able to actually rack up a couple of kills as the gunner, and in my experience, it's actually easier than the alpha, so I don't know if they've adjusted this a little bit to make the spread pattern wider as you fire from the gunner position, but that's what I'm gathering from playing as the gunner. But also, let's talk about a little bit about the sniping.
Yeah, so sniping in this desert map is going to be vital. You can get away with other weapons too, but really it is a sniper map, and using the SMLE MK111 is extremely important. This weapon is very powerful. This weapon, you know, it's one thing that we were messing with when we were playing the game at Gamescom. We were like, which one's going to be the most powerful scout weapon? And we felt this one was really well balanced.
Yes.
You know, it doesn't have the longest scope, but it is extremely powerful, and it does have kind of like a rapid fire to it as well, so you can really lay down some bullets down there, clear down
there. It is perfect from medium range distance. You can get some one-shot, one kills with this weapon if you just time it just right, and you're at that perfect distance. I had several cases of this with the sniper. So guys, give the SML MK11 Carbon a try. We call it the Smiley triple 1111111.
But I think it looks like it says Mortal Kombat on it. Smile Mortal Kombat.
Smile Mortal Kombat 3.
Guys, check it out. Blow off some heads out there in the desert. Have fun.
And
enjoy yourself. And again, the beta will be out for Battlefield Insiders on August 30th. Starts for everyone else on August 31st. We are going to have a blast. We really want to play with you guys, so look for us out there on the battlefield.
Yes.
And we cannot wait to get our hands on the game again.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And if you are new to our community, we would love to have you a part of it. Subscribe to our channel. Check us out. We are covering Battlefield 1 and so much more. Thanks, guys, for watching, and see you on the battlefield.
See you next time.